Good afternoon, everybody. It is a warm welcome to one and all. This is my proud privilege to be a moderator for this panel discussion on Atmanirbhar Bharat, vocal for local, making India for the world. Now, this activity we have undertaken under the Institutional Innovation Council MGM IHS activity, first quarterly activity, self-driven activity. And we have all the members who are with the IC and with our university related, and this is a nursing college who is hosting the program, MGM New Bombay College of Nursing. So warm welcome to all of you, sir, and with due respect, Dr. Shashank Dirve, sir, our Vice Chancellor, our Medical Director, Dr. S. Kadam, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Nithin Kadam, sir, Research Director, Dr. Sabita Ram, then IC convener, Dr. Raman Yadav, sir, then Professor and Director, MGM New Bombay College of Nursing, Dr. Prabha Dasila, Vice Principal of MGM New Bombay College of Nursing, Dr. Ponchitra, madam. Then we also has heads of the constituent units of MGM IHS like Dr. Uttara Deshmukh, head of the orthosis and prosthesis unit. Then Dr. Mansi Thakur, Dr. Priyanka from SBS. Then from Dental College, Dr. Vinita Shina is there. So then from Physiotherapy College, Dr. Rajini Mulan and her faculty members and their students who have joined for this function. I welcome all of you. And here I would like to first welcome our Vice Chancellor. He's always a supportive hand for all the activities what we are doing, and I want him to give a keynote address and bless this occasion. So over to you, sir, Dr. Shashank Dirve, sir.
Thank you, madam. Now, for this activity, which is being planned by Institutions of Innovation Council for MGM New Bombay College of Nursing on the forum of our one of the constituent unit, very well developed constituent unit, MGM New Bombay College of Nursing, and Dr. Prabha Dasila madam, Dr. Raman Yadav, Dr. Savita Ram, then the speakers for the panel, Mr. Vivek Manchekar, Ms. Manisha Krishnaswamy, Dr. Usha Ukhande, Dr. Jyoti Chaudhary, Ms. Manisha Sawant, all the heads of the constituent units and all the supporting staff, the faculty, also our IT personnel, Anil Khandare, and all those who are helping for the success of this particular panel discussion. I am very happy to see that more than 186 participants have joined for this particular panel discussion right in the beginning. The topic selected, the theme will be unfolded in detail by Dr. Prabha K. Dasila madam. But this Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is the slogan that is given by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi sir, and under this particular theme, being vocal for local and making India for the world, that is the very apt theme that has been selected for this, and the various topics those speakers have selected, those are also, I am thinking, very good, and this panel discussion will really help. Being vocal for local, that is very, very necessary for putting our problems, our issues, whatever the things that we are seeing and whatever the solutions, many times the solutions are in our mind, but we are not putting on front. So all these things are very much necessary for finding out the solutions for the various things. and the message that is being given from the theme will really be useful, and this panel discussion will be fruitful for our all younger generation and the students, all those beneficiaries of this particular workshop. So my best wishes to this particular panel discussion. The actual idea of the institution's innovation council is also the various ideas those are coming, but unless those ideas are put forth and those ideas are tested for their realness, their practical utility that cannot be determined. So being vocal for local and what ideas will be suitable for our country to making India for the world, even in today's the US, the most powerful nation in the globe, many of the Indians, original Indians, are taking the vice president is also from that particular category, the original Indian, and many of the officers, those are also. So India is as such for the globe. The many of the Indians, those are making the place. Even our most of the nursing students are also opportunities for the globe. And most of the even in the field of innovation also, our ideas, those will be accepted. So this particular theme is very apt theme for being the global, and whatever that ideas are in mind, unless those are expressed out and those are tested for their validity, those cannot be put into use. So this is my interpretation about the theme as such. The more unfolding of the theme will be done by Dr. Prabha Dasila madam, and all the best wishes once again for this particular panel discussion. Thank you very much for inviting me for this particular panel discussion. Thank you. Thank you, Chaudhary
Thank you,
madam.
sir.
You can take over.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir, for showing such a lot of confidence in nursing and nursing college, and we'll definitely work on it. We are very much sure that we'll be able to do something good for the university and for the whole nation. Okay, so now with this keynote address from Dr. Delvi, and now I'll call upon our beloved principal, madam, our professor and director, Dr. Prabha Dasila, to open up the theme Atmanirbhar Bharat, being vocal for local, making India for the world. So over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon to Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. Sabita Ram, Dr. Raman Yadav, Dr. Usha Ugande, madam, Mr. Vivek Manchekar, Ms. Manisha Krishnaswamy, other esteemed guests from university and institutes of MGM IHS. Dear faculty and all my students, this is my proud privilege to unfold the theme of today's webinar. So this webinar is organized by MGM IHS Innovation Council, and we are supporting in hosting this webinar. Year 2020 started with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of looking forward for the year, but that was the time when there was outbreak of COVID in China in December 19, and then slowly it spreaded out all over the country, all over the world, including India. This was the biggest lockdown imposed to contain the spread of COVID-19. And in India, 24th of March onwards, there was lockdown where the schools, colleges, and all the business outlets were closed. only emergency, other services also were closed, only the emergency services were functional. All of us have experienced this throughout the country. Now, the year 2020 will always be remembered in the world's history for enormous challenges faced by all of us and the opportunities envisioned. That was the time we have learned a lot of openings for us because we were forced to make several changes because the world we live was fundamentally broken. We did not have sufficient equipments or sufficient facilities in the hospitals to contain or to support the contagious infection. So therefore, a lot of places were arranged to accommodate all this patients. All of you may be knowing there was acute shortage of trained staffs in the hospital. There were there was shortage of personal protective equipments. This was the time we realized that we have a lot of talents where we can prepare such protective equipments or protective supplies in our own country. The labs were insufficient, the drugs were not available, vaccine was not available. So all that, we started working on that, and that was the time when technology also, because all of us know that institutes were closed, offices were closed, schools were closed. So we started conducting live classes, and there were Arogya Setu app, which was used to track down the infected cases. This created huge coronavirus pandemic effect on the Indian economy, and the lockdown magnified risk of India's economic outlook. This was the time the Honorable Prime Minister announced Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign to control over COVID crisis and to boost the ailing economy of Government of India.
मेरे पास है ना शायद syllabus.
The vision of New India envisaged by Honorable Honorable Prime Minister of India with the aim to make the country and its citizens independent and self-reliant amid and post-COVID times. So the PM during the 2020 independence speech said, "Make for world should go hand in hand with Make in India." That is how the slogan Atmanirbhar Bharat, which meant self-reliant or self-sufficient India, the slogan goes as vocal to local and local to global. Now, in this, there was some initiative the government has already proceeded with. On 12th May 2020, the PM announced overall economic package of 20 lakh crore to fight COVID pandemic in India. Now, a lot of facilities are available. The insufficient material which was not available during the crisis are made available, and ventilators, the medications, things are available because of all this. And 12th October 2020, another package was announced of 73,000 crore worth economic stimulus package. And again on 12th November, the third stimulus of 2.65 lakh crore was given. Now this package emphasizes on land, labor, liquidity and loss, and these reforms are made to make India a self-reliant economy and mitigate negative effect in future. These are simple and clear laws, rational taxation system, supply chain reforms, and capable human resources and robust financial system. There are 5 pillars of Atmanirbhar Bharat. These are economy, infrastructure, 21st century technology-driven arrangements and systems, vibrant demography and demand. Now, to make nations self-reliant with more focus on local manufacturers and service providers. 5 phases are there: business, including micro, small and medium enterprises. Phase 2, poor including migrant and farmers. Phase 3, agriculture. Phase 4, new horizon of growth. And phase 5, government reforms and enablers. These are the phases how the government will go about, and which is already started. Now you can see there are small micro, people have already started from small, the small micro business from home or from natural foodstuffs or the making of masks or garments or homemade foodstuffs. Distribution of power supply, agriculture and allied sector. This is another way where it is going to support. Civil aviation, coal sector, mineral and real estate. Now making the country self, it is understood that making the country self-reliant in all the aspect of manufacturing and supply will definitely take the country to global, which will help the country to reduce its dependence on imports and may also boost exports. We have a lot of our own Indian culture and heritage which can be spreaded globally. It will also help the country to tackle any such event in future. Now we were not prepared what to do, how to tackle this pandemic. So, but in future we will be made strong to tackle such condition in future. It will strengthen economy, improve standard of living, and improve the trade deficit. In health sector, the reforms are development of health and wellness centers in rural and urban areas, national digital health blueprint to prepare for future pandemics, that is National Digital Health Mission, infectious disease hospital blocks, integrated public health labs in the district hospital, and capacity building and modernization, and lot of technology which will be embedded in these sectors, which will help which will help the health sector to grow globally. Now, when I was exploring the matter for this particular slides, I have found out the speech of Honorable Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Union Commerce and Industry Minister. I have just quoted what he spoke in one of the meeting, that we will also become the hospital of the world, where the world will be able to use facilities, high quality medical care and high quality treatment that India will provide to the rest of the world. So just imagine today, as Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir said, that already we are spread globally. The medical doctors, the nurses and other paramedical faculties are already spread all over the world. We will still strengthen our own health sector, which will enable India to project globally. So today's theme is Atmanirbhar Bharat, being vocal for local, making India for the world. Let us listen to our three experts who are today's panelists. Our own Dr. Usha Ugande Madam, who has gone through a long journey from her beginning in nursing profession till today. She will reflect on her passion and how she made it to the reality. Mr. Vivek Manchekar, who will let us know how we can manage the funds, how can we earn to ourselves and for others. And nursing is caring. Without taking care of patients, without having the society in our hand, we cannot move ahead. Therefore, we have another panelist, Ms. Manisha Krishnaswamy. She will let us know her journey from caring to rehabilitation. She owns a NGO. She will let us know how to go about. So, not much. I will end my presentation here saying The future depends on what we do today. The quote given by Mahatma Gandhi ji, the future depends on what you do today. So let us all do good, which will make India proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for opening of the thing. You have, in a gist of 5 to 10 minutes, you have given us a very good knowledge about the awareness about the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. And now I'll move on to Dr. Raman Yadav sir, who's a convener of IIC MGM IHS, to share his viewpoints on this topic. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, Jyoti? No? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. Shashank Dalvi, all the members present today, Dr. Savita Ram, Dr. Prabha Shila, other members, faculty members, and students. This is the second event of Institution Innovation Council of MGM IHS in this year. And if you see this the topic, I'm really excited about this topic, Atmanirbhar Bharat, where that we are going to discuss more on the vocal for local. But the third point is very important when we talk about the vocal for local to make the product global. That gives the new things, they add number of the things that I will discuss. If you see the slogan, already Dr. Prabha Shila ma'am gave the genesis of the Atmanirbhar Bharat concept and also the vocal for the local. But if you see the concept, it is very close to the concept, the famous concept of the Plato philosophy, necessity is the mother of invention. Similarly, what happened in case of the pandemic situation that created a situation that the government of India basically given the importance of the exploration of the local things for the global one. As Dr. Prabha Shila ma'am mentioned about the fundamental of this concept of the Atmanirbhar Bharat self-reliant movement of the India, the 5 pillars like economy, like infrastructure, the system, demography, and demand are the important pillars. But if you see, if you construct all together, the purpose of this, in my opinion, the purpose of this Atmanirbhar Bharat to promote the cottage industry, like the kutir udyog, the medium scale industry, small scale industries, laborers, the farmers, low income group people, basically the whole idea. And if you see in the bigger aspect of this, the Atmanirbhar Bharat, where the contribution of the vocal for local is going to give is the India is thinking, or India is targeting, aims to the $5 trillion US market by the 2025. For this, what they understood, without the involvement of vocal for the local, we cannot reach. But if you see the theme, the fundamental, if you go inside and if you bisect everything in together, in my opinion, the 3 things are very important. They are thinking in the term of exploration of the local resources. And when we talk about the local resources, we talk about the human resource as well as the natural resources. This whole model of Atmanirbhar Bharat are trying to build a new India in reference to the like a business model. When you talk about the farmer, they are not aware of the business model. So if you are taking the vocal for the local, probably that is the new economic model or the business model is going to start. When you take together as a business model and the natural or the local resource together, and you are going to make the product for the global, it means you are going to explore or expose for your competition. Are you able to compete? And if you are going to compete, it means you have to have a innovation and advanced technology altogether. So it's a very, very interesting, I can say it is very interesting, the module that where, although it looks very simple, the vocal to local, but if you see the deep inside, the competition will be the important factor, and that competition important factor that needs the innovation. That's why the Ministry of Education driving the innovation at that grassroots level. But the most important point, it is not addressed nicely what I expect from the panelists today. How the higher education system or the university system is going to integrate of this movement, a self-India, a self-reliant model. How? What will be the participation of the student for this movement? And overall, if you see, what will be the position of innovation in the term of an advanced technology integrating with the traditional knowledges? These are the important things that one has to address in the future. This is in my opinion, it's very close to my thinking, Atmanirbhar Bharat, the vocal for local. Thank you, Jyoti, for giving me an opportunity to say a few words in this direction. And in reference to the nursing, number of the things that can be done, the vocal for the local to make the global, but the competition still will be the major challenge when we talk about the global perspective. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving a better understanding and a broader view about this topic. And yes, we talk about vocal for local, and we talk about entrepreneurship and all. But how far it is relevant to nursing, and where our nurses are, and who are the one who is driving them towards to become self-sufficient, self-reliant, and Atmanirbhar in that sense. So we have a panel over here. So to begin with, we are having Mr. Vivek Manchekar with her. So just let us have. I just want to introduce him. So we are having a financial planner. His company name is Smith Finser. The logo is driving growth, creating value, and you must be wondering why he is there in our panel. So let us hear from him that how he is empowering our nurses, our women, and especially the nurses, how he is making him financially sufficient, safe, confident, and he's also a well-known Maharashtra nursing affluent speaker for financial literacy in our state. So let us hear from him, and there are some few questions I would like to throw him before the beginning so that he can address what we have received from this one. Like, what made sir to shift from he's basically he has done a pharmacy diploma, and he's a graduate, and then he has done a certificate course in financial program. So what made to shift from pharmacy to financial planning, and that too providing services to the nurses? Second question is, what is your experience in financial empowerment of nurses? Does it really help to achieve greater heights to them? So he can share some success stories of the nurses, and ultimately what message he would like to give to all our existing and future earners, future nurses too. So over to you, sir. Over to Vivek, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I think this is another slide.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yes, sir. You can. 1 minute. I will share.
Yeah. So good afternoon, all of you, and I'm really thankful to MGM College of Nursing, and welcome to all the students I would say you are all Corona warriors. Let me first pay my gratitude to all the nursing fraternity itself, because in this 2020 pandemic, the way you have actually taken care of entire in the nation and people of India, that's incredible. And on behalf of all the 137 crore people, I just want to thank you for giving a fabulous services for the humanity. So hats off to you. So let us begin with my subject. Atmanirbhar Bharat, local to vocal, sorry, vocal to local and local to global. तो आई वुड से एक शेर अर्ज है, सोच को बदलो सितारे बदल जाएंगे, नजर को बदलो नजारे बदल जाएंगे, कश्तियां बदलने की जरूरत नहीं, दिशाओं को बदलो तो किनारे बदल जाएंगे. So in finance, I normally say people, बहुत ज्यादा पैसे, you need not have to earn so much of money. If you got small understanding about money, it will help you to go through. So next slide, please. So we have started financial empowerment for women around 2015. We have started this particular movement. Before that, I have a small experience with KM Hospital staff nurses, where I have conducted a small session. One of my client has asked me to do that. And after addressing to 50, 60 nurses, out of that, 5 to 10 nurses have turned up and says, I want to do my financial planning. While doing their financial planning, I understood one thing: in spite of earning money also, they are not able to manage their money. And there are so many people, so-called life insurance agents, mutual fund advisors, uh, real estate advisors, or so many such kind of people are coming and actually misguiding them about investing. So we thought, let me do something for them. So we have started this Artha Shiksha Abhiyan. So my base was BSc and diploma in pharmacy. So I was having enough knowledge of medicine, but giving medicines, promoting medicines to the doctor and healing the patient's body. In spite of that, I have chosen financial planning because I can able to actually understand people very well. And in that particular arena, we have spent a quite sizable number of years, that is 15 to 20 years we have spent with general public. But when I came across that KM Wala incident, I came to know that these are the real people, these are the real heroes basically. These are honest, these are hardworking, but still there are lacuna with the understanding of finance. And everybody left, right, and center and coming and misguiding them about finance. So let us start some Arth Shiksha Abhiyan. Under that, we want to give our services free of cost to them. But people should come to us and they should get educated first. Because before investing, people should know why they are investing. Because most of the time, whenever you have money, normally you ask one or the other person, I want to invest. But my question was to all the nurses, why, when I have started this particular thing, why you are investing, ask your own self. And then that self discovery has started. So we have started this financial problem solving sessions for so many hospitals: JJ, GT, St. George, Kama Hospital. It has started with matron Alka Navalkar in JJ Hospital. Then it has extended Bade matron from GT, then Paitankar matron in St. George, Sayan Hospital, KEM Hospital, Thane Mental, Thane, Mulund ESIC, so long. And then I have got an opportunity with Nursing Council, where I met Anchan Madam, then Liba Rachel Madam, and they have actually given me the opportunity to address all these particular thing in front of in CNEs, basically continuous nursing education, in the form of financial planning. So it was my first debut to nursing fraternity, where I came across thousands of nurses, where I can actually educate them. And why this education is necessary? See, my Mr. Dr. Ramani Yadav has rightly mentioned, my company's name is Smith. S for savings, then M for maximizing. And savings can be maximized only if you have got an information technology. So if it is modernly taken, information technology can actually maximize your savings. And that is the motto which we have taken for nurses. So next slide, please. So myself, Vivek Mansekar, and BSc DPharm, my next slide, please. By profession, we are certified financial planners. So 20 years of experience, more than 3,500 clients. We prepare a written financial plan by analyzing your budget and your current financial situation, which is most important. And we draw a written financial plan that will be a tailor-made to suit your needs and achieve your goals. Briefly, I will help you to understand. If some patient is coming to you and he is saying ki, I have a fever, so you give actually paracetamol. It is an empirical therapy. But that if fever persists for more than 2 to 3 days, you actually suggest him for culture sensitivity test. So similarly, in finance, we actually help all the nursing fraternity to undergo this culture sensitivity test. This is a specialized format which has been designed, developed, and successfully implemented over 1,500 nurses till date. And so we became your progress partner. We are not certified financial planners for nurses. We are actually your progress partner. Next slide, please. So let me give you a disclaimer. I cannot teach, I'm not here to teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. And through my financial planning presentation, actually today in this slot of maybe 20 minutes, I just want you to think of your finances. So I'll give you a real life situation. So 9 situations I'll be presenting to you. So first situation, please. So there are so many financial problems. And next, the literacy is 0.042%. So these are the next. Situation number 1. Normally, most of the nurses takes home loans because as a family person, normally we reside in a home where we want ki chalo home loan liya jaye. So we are suggesting, next slide, if you are taking a home loan, for example, if the home loan amount is 10 lakhs and 9.5% is the rate of interest, and 20 years ka agar aapne loan liya hai, so just think in that odd 20 years you are going to repay 25 lakhs. Next. So just think about that, to how to get that 15 lakhs refund in your kitty. 10 lakhs ka home loan, 20 years, if you are paying 9321 ka interest, so you are actually repaying 10 lakhs. Against that 10 lakhs, 25 lakhs in total you are giving to that financial institution. Now the question comes, can this 15 lakhs come back to my kitty? Yes, it is possible. Next slide. So this 15 lakhs can come down if you pay 0.1% of 10 lakhs. That means just 1,000 per month for next 20 years can give you 15 lakhs. That's a simple calculation what you can do. But most of the nursing fraternity under tax saving provision only normally goes for tax benefit, mujhe home loan lena hai. So that is the perception that entire nursing fraternity is having. So I am talking about sections. Always income tax talks about sections, but my staff nurse only knows cesarean section or some other surgery section. Jokes apart, normally tax saving, previous slide please. Tax is the major culprit for actually financially ruining for nurses family. I have understood clearly, if any staff nurse does not do her proper tax saving, that is the main reason where she is actually blowing her money or ruining her money. So in spite of doing service for 15, 20, 30 or 35 years, still most of the nurses are financially in crunch, because normally I'll give you an example. For 10,000 tax saving, normally a staff nurse invests 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh rupees per annum, and that is a stupid thing. And if she started planning this particular tax saving portion in a proper manner, then only her wealth can grow. Next slide, please. Second situation, whether to do SIP or whether to do LIC. Because if I talk about systematic investment plan in LIC, then most of the people think yaar usme rate of interest kam hai. LIC gives minimum rate of interest, and mutual fund subjected to market risk or mutual fund sahi hai. I am actually having a dilemma ki what to do. But I'll give you an example. 5 years back, one of the staff nurse from JJ came to me saying, I want to do my financial planning. She did her financial planning, and after 5 years, the situation is like that. Today, if any company is launching her stocks or any equity, she is informing me, कि sir IRCTC का stocks आ रहा है, मैं ले रही हूँ. So now she is having an passive earning apart from her salary. Her passive earning is monthly a lakh of rupees through equity. So this is a success of a financial planning, because she had understood. I have given her the formula. Income minus expenses is equal to saving. ये गरीबों वाला formula. That will not work you for a longer time. My success formula will be income minus saving is equal to expenses. If you do, then you will be becoming wealthy. You will becoming rich. So actually selecting your SIP either to LIC or mutual funds, you should be sound enough which one is better for you in your under the given circumstances. Third situation, and I am sharing this real life situation. Now, from last 100 years, we have never came across where health and wealth both are on toss. Because of this pandemic, your health was also for toss and your wealth was also for toss, because so many people have actually lost their jobs. So many nursing fraternity, I know so many sizable people have actually working under reduced salary condition. So we were actually telling them prior to this particular thing, keep at least 3 to 6 months contingency or emergency fund, because previously it was roti, kapda or makan, but now it is shopping, mobiling and hoteling will become 3 new avenues. So for all these contingencies and expenses, you need 6 months ka contingency plan, so that at least your family or your EMIs can get survived. So that was a third situation. Fourth situation, will. So many people are still under the consideration keep my father's wealth will be directly transferred to me, but sorry, 90% of the court cases are these relatives are putting on the relatives on. So if you want to get out of all these situations, so you need to create that wealth and you have to actually write a will saying how much portion will go to your daughter, how much portion should go to your wife, and how much portion should go to your son. So if you are not writing in black and white, once you will go out of this world now, the next the family members will meet in court only. So this is most important aspect of this thing. See, I'll give you a small example. One of my client, her husband died because of liver failure. After he has not written any will, and still that father-in-law and his wife actually currently meeting in the court itself. So this is, and the wealth is approximately 6 to 6.5 crores. So nobody can actually utilize that money, and they are actually meeting in the court and creating mental peace is lost actually. So you can think of creating this will also. Fifth life situation.
Sir, I will like to tell you to little bit in faster. Maybe you can skip some slides.
Okay. So online fraud can be now people are not physical, so they are digital. So you need to actually taken much more care for doing online transactions. Next slide, please. So like mental counseling, you can also go for financial counseling also to avoid a lot of stress. Next, life, health and assets needs to be taken care of, because your human life value is insignificant. if you are not insuring you to a proper value, then your life value becomes insignificant. If you are under insured or over insured, you need to ensure that. For health people, you should be taking health insurance which is free of cost. How, we can discuss in person, but health insurance should be proper for all the nursing professionals. Then assets has to be taken care, either reinstatement value or indemnity value. If your car is there and if you met with an accident, that small part of damage can be recovered or entire car can be recovered, that we can think of. Next slide. Retirement planning, that must be taken care of, because before 60 and after 60 the life is completely changed. The most important part is you are exiting from the job, not from life. So morning breakfast, afternoon lunch, evening tea, and night dinner also, it is continuing along with medicines and specs. So your retirement planning has to be in proper manner. Otherwise, post 60 you may find financial pinch also. And the last situation, if you are crorepati and lakpati, if you have got 3 houses and fourth house, the selling value is 6 lakhs and rent is 15,000, what will you do? I'm just giving you an insight. Just keep that answer with you. If you have a fourth house, which is selling value of 36 lakhs, and that house is giving you rent of 15,000, so what will you do? Would you like to keep that house, or you will sell that house? What will you do? Okay, next slide, please. So we have got a 3-step solution. Next slide. First step, we normally give a seminar. Second step, we are actually giving fact finding, which we have tested. We have spoken earlier also that fact finding will actually help you exactly what is your financial condition. And lastly, financial counseling, and we are giving this services from 2015 onwards, complementary to any nursing entire fraternity. Next slide. So what you must do, you should be actually working on your goals rather than planning, dreaming, or thinking about your goals. What you should do, you should be interested to know. Next, interested to enjoy financial freedom. Give 2 hours undisturbed time for at your residence or online with your family once in a year. Really interested to know your own financial condition, that is most important. Ready to accept change with open mind, and executing the plan discussed and agreed. So what will be the benefits? Next slide. Benefits will be financial awareness will be increased. 25 to 300% estimated saving or growth per year can be achieved, and we have already achieved with few of the nurses. So superior quality of financial decisions, proper and optimum utilization of money, control of your own financial affairs, and the biggest part what you achieve is, once you earn money, you save money, and you enjoy money, you actually enjoy mental peace. So thank you, MGM College of Nursing, for inviting me for this particular panel. Next. So for financial fitness, I say in Marathi, आम्ही फक्त सल्ला देत नाही तर साथ पण देतो. So Smith Financial Services actually gives nurses from last 5 years we are giving this facility free of cost to them. I'll just if Jyoti madam can allow me just 1 or 2 examples, can I give? Can you permit some time? Hello. Next slide, please. So thank you.
Thank you, Vivek sir. Yes, it is really a very important thing when nurses are secure, that they are financially secure, when they are aware that, okay, now I'm on right track, I don't have to bother much about my finances, then they will invest their mind, their money, material, their energy in doing other things also. So they will be more and more confident in doing whatever their job they are doing, and thinking broad, in a broader sense, so that they can invest more in their profession and invest first more about their humanity. So this financial literacy to the nurses really build the self-confidence among the nurses, and that's why Vivek Manchekar sir was here and very nicely has told, and he has also expressed that how many nurses he has empowered in that case. Now we have another panel member with us, and to begin to introduce about that panel member, I will just like to say few words. When this topic of Atmanirbhar came, the first one I just thought of one poem, that is हमारी मुट्ठी में आकाश सारा, जब भी खुलेगी चमकेगा तारा, कभी न ढले जो वही सितारा, कभी न ढले जो वही सितारा, दिशा जिससे पहचाने संसार सारा। हमारे पीछे कोई आए ना आए, हमें ही तो पहले पहुंचना वहां है, जिन पर चलना नई पीढ़ियों को, उन्हीं रास्तों को बनाना हमें है। जो भी साथ आए उन्हें साथ ले ले, अगर ना कोई साथ दे तो अकेले, सुलगा के खुद को मिटा ले अंधेरा, दिशा जिससे पहचानना संसार सारा। So we are having Madam Usha Ukande with us. She's for more than 15 years. She's in this nursing profession, midwifery practice, whether it is a practice, academic research, or administration. She's a former professor and principal of Chaitram College of Nursing, recipient of a very prestigious honor, that is Hall of Fame from Nursing Honor Society of India. She has the one who has started Indian Journal of Nursing Studies in 2010 in Chaitram College of Nursing. She is the one who has started midwife-led natural birthing center, that is SWA, at Chaitram Medical College Hospital in Indore. And after her retirement, she has also started a midwifery-led clinic, that is Miracle of Motherhood Mom, to prepare women for normal and natural birth. She has also presented and published various papers at the national and international level, organized and attended various conferences and workshops. Her research interests include developments of maternal and child health, nursing education and practice, yoga and alternative therapies. Madam has also launched her own publication house named Mulik Publication. So, Madam, we are grateful that you are here to share your experiences. There are few questions our students wanted to know from you, like what made you to start midwifery-led natural birthing center? What are the challenges faced in independent practice of natural birthing center, and how did you tackle them? And at the end, what message you would like to give to our audience? Thank you, ma'am. Over to Usha, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Jyoti.
Yeah.
Before you put my slides on,
Yeah.
I would like to speak and also answer your questions that students have posed. See, I didn't know that that poem was you were reading. It was for me. It's for everybody, but
Yes. Yes, it was for you. Yeah.
Very nice.
Uh-huh.
Very nice. Thank you so much. You know, I don't plan anything. Things come to me and I just do them. That is my this thing. But maybe somewhere in behind there is something. And I when I am working with the nurses, all my from 67 onwards, I'm a nurse. 67 I joined as a student nurse, and then it went on different positions. But one thing was there, that I must improve the nursing that is there. I mean, their own status, the standard of nursing, and especially the status. And status is not just the financial. It is you are somebody. So nurses usually feel themselves to be anybody, but no, every nurse is somebody. So that thing was in me, and I practiced it wherever I had been, as a student, as a nurse, staff nurse, as an in charge somewhere, and then like that principal. So that is one thing. Everybody should respect themselves, herself or himself. And second, the two things that there were in my mind always, to make nurses better people. I mean, improve them, give them something, empower them. And second is women. Men may feel that I am against them. I am not against them, but yes, women, because women are usually pushed back So that was the reason, and maybe those were the things which helped me to do whatever I could do. Yes, and then secondly, having a positive attitude. Um, I was listening to VC Saab, who said in the beginning, ideas are ideas, ideas are always there, but there's a need to put them into action. And I am happy that I always found that passion within me to put things into action, and I was successful. I was mostly successful in putting the ideas into action. How it happened, I do not know, but it just happened. And that is how all these things came in my life. I got retired in 60, but then thanks to INC, who had given that, okay, the nurses can work as in the teaching till 70 years. So I worked till 70 years as a principal. And during that time itself, I started PhD in my own. After 60, I completed my PhD. After that, I started and did PhD in my own institution in a state university, which was very difficult, but we did it. So I have taken out 6 candidates, PhD candidates from my institution. After 60 only, I started this birthing center. We will be seeing the slides where it will show how I did it. After 60 only, after 70, I started my own clinic, independent midwifery clinic, where I am the consultant mom. You said it. And also that was after 70, I started my own publication house. In publication house, that also was because I had started the journal in 10 years back. So when I was handing over to the institution, they were not, I didn't find anybody suitable to take up this job of doing the editorship. So I said, okay, I'll keep it because I'm the owner. Because I wanted to carry on publishing the journal, I had to have my own company. So I started Malik Publication, this publication house, and a book is also coming. Some more books will be coming. So it just went on happening. I cannot say that I had aim for doing these things. No, they happened in my life because maybe God wanted me to do these things. Okay, so now I think we can see the slides and then I'll talk a little more. Somebody will put them on? Yes. Okay. Oh, so this is Mom Miracles of Motherhood. I run this clinic. I started it. It's just 1 year, a little more than 1 year back, November 1999, 2019. November 2019, we had started it, and it's functioning. Today, one mother was supposed to come, and I told her, don't come today because I'm a little busy. So she'll come tomorrow. She's the wife of one of the hospital owners of the in our city. So people are looking for this kind of work by nurses, midwives. Okay, next. Okay, next. Now, my vision of having this, starting this, the whole thing that midwives should be the independent midwifery, and midwives are responsible for bringing the babies, helping the mother to bring the baby into this world, is because healthy babies born to healthy mothers. All is not healthy these days. Mothers used to be healthy there was a time, but now it is different. And our mission is to support, to provide safe, sensitive, skilled care. Safe, sensitive, skilled care. 3S are very important. And this is not this thing, it is the Society of Midwives. This society, this thing, whole thing came my association with Society of Midwives, which motivated me because again, we used to talk in the conferences. Society of Midwives is in the existence for last 20 years. And we used to always, as is usual, that we talk in the conferences and come back home and then nothing happens. No, I thought we must do something, put it into action. So that was the reason we started the clinic in the hospital. Next slide. Okay, and the philosophy is birth is a normal human process and not a biomedical one, which has been made today. Today, the birth of a child has been made as, it's a biomedical. Every mother goes to a doctor. Another thing government did for the good thing, that is institutional deliveries, compulsory institutional deliveries. Okay, there was a reason for that. why they wanted it, but it has again made it more biomedical one. Whereas I believe, and we believe, all of us who promote natural birth, we say birth is a normal human process, like death is, life is. But we have forgotten that. Our ancient wisdom of India, we have forgotten. I am bringing it back to that. I am one of those who are bringing it back to that. Okay, next. Okay, our midwifery model of care. Midwifery model of care, I have taken it from Society of Midwives. We have done a lot of work in educating all midwives through SOMI. That is, monitoring is very important, thorough monitoring and educating the mothers and minimizing technological interventions, identifying and referring women to who require obstetrical attention. Only every mother, every woman who is pregnant should first go to a midwife. Let her see her. Everything mother does and midwife does, advises her. Doctors are needed only when it is a complicated one, and midwife knows when the complication is there, and then only she will refer. So we need to turn the tables. Now all the women are going to the hospital, to the doctors. They should all go to a midwife wherever she is, whether she is in the hospital or she is an independent midwife. So this is what is midwifery model of care. I'm not going into detail because time does not permit us. Next. Okay, so one thing was midwifery model of care. Second is International Confederation of Midwives has given us some competencies. If we follow those competencies, if we attain, every midwife attains those competencies, we will be perfect match for a woman who helping her throughout her pregnancy and her childbirth. So we need to teach all our midwives, all our students, midwifery model of care and ICM competency. These two most important things which are really not there in the syllabus given by Indian Nursing Council. Please remember, all of you, those who are students or they are teachers, look into it. Have they talked about ICM competencies? Have they talked about midwifery model of care? No, they have not. So let's do that also. Okay, next. Okay, next. Now, what we do, we prepare mothers for normal physiological birth. Physiological birth is everything is happening inside the woman. It's a normal physiology. We need to promote that normal physiology. Okay, next. What is normal physiology? It is powered by innate human capacity of the woman and the fetus. That is what is normal physiology. And we all need to, it is there within the person. You see, the animals are giving birth, the birds are giving birth through, of course, eggs. So everything is there in the nature. God provided us with the innate capacity, but we have now handed it over to people. It just happened. I don't want to discuss that because that's a long story, how things went into the hands of the doctors. Need not, the birth does not have to go to the doctors. Okay, next. Okay, next. This is all philosophy. Okay, you can see this now. Now I'll tell you the story. In 2012, we started a small clinic in the hospital. Then it went on for till 15. In 15, every year we have master's program, we had PhD program, so we were collecting data. We found that things were better, the cesarean rates were reduced, people were very happy. So we started another clinic in the hospital run by the midwife. Every doctor will say, now it's not like I want it this way, that every mother comes to the midwife first and then goes to the doctor, but here it's not like this. The doctors are saying the patients, and we request them, all low risk mothers, please send them to us, and then they used to send, and we would prepare them for normal natural birth. So this is my clinics going on in the hospital, Joytram Hospital. Next. Okay, so what do we teach them? We teach them our age-old methods of keeping ourselves healthy, lifestyle, yoga, pranayama, meditation. We added acupressure, which helps in relief of pain during labor. And we also added music therapy, aromatherapy, and different types of such physical, physiological, physical things, alternate therapies, so that they remain healthy during pregnancy, so that they go for a normal natural birth. Okay, next. Okay, this is the different types of pranayam: deep breathing, anulom vilom, brahmari. These are the three only we teach them, not so many. Very, very selective, which easily mothers can do, and they have tremendous effect on the physiology of their birthing. Okay, next. These are the various yoga asanas that we teach them. This is one of my teachers. Our teacher learned all this and then they teach to the mothers. Okay, next. Okay, squat, the best thing, best position for giving birth, especially in second stage. In first stage, let them practice it, and in second stage, and even in the last weeks of pregnancy, you know, in the घर में क्या बोलते हैं, पोछा लगाओ, चाहे सूखा पोछा लगाओ, गीला नहीं लगाओ, लेकिन उससे क्या होगा, स्क्वाट में बैठेगी और उसका bottom will widen up. So this will help in the normal birth. So we found that this was the best thing. Okay, next. Meditation, definitely. Next. Acupressure. I learned these acupressure. My girls learned this from a specialist, and we used them. Li4, P6, and yes, one more click. Okay, SP6, very nice. It's good for the labor pain reduction as well as menstrual pain reduction also. Menstruation when the girls have, we have used it for girls as well as for pregnant women. Okay, next. Okay. Keep moving during labor. Most important and most simple and most important. What happens in the hospitals? As soon as you enter a hospital, they'll say, put a drip, they put a drip. And a continuous fetal monitoring. So the mother is made to lie down. She doesn't get up. How will the baby come down? Baby comes down during labor by gravity. You do not allow this in the hospital. See, most of them, they are not walking, they are just lying down. So moving, you can see this is my place, SWA, where we help them. This is one of our teachers. She's the teacher. She's helping the mother to walk around during labor. Next. Okay, use of a birthing ball. We have done various studies, number of studies. All my master students did, and we applied it. It's not, we replicated the studies. I'm not saying that we have done it and it is our this thing, but still, we replicated them, found good results, and we practiced them. All those 14 points are there. We practice with our mothers. Okay, next. Garbh Sanskar music, wonderful. I don't have time to discuss this thing, but we all know there's a lot in India people are doing about Garbh Sanskar. There is an association called, I think last time I heard them, some name, and they are doing a wonderful job of teaching us how Garbh Sanskar helps. Not only just the music, the whole process. Okay, next. Aromatherapy, we learned it. There is a girl who comes from, twice she has come to India. She's a Spanish doula who taught us this, and she stayed with us. She helped us with this and aromatherapy. We are using it with our mothers nowadays. Okay, next. Okay, now I was talking to you about evidence-based practice. These are, I call them natural birthing bundle. You must have heard in hospitals, in ICU, we have ventricle, you know, those bundles. The package of, yeah, you do. So that they help. So we created this bundle because we did all these studies. You can see here, the partner with the mother, helping her. This is squatting. This is Garbh Sanskar music. This is sitting on the ball. This is massages. This is nipple stimulation. This is again perineal compression, hot compresses, water, hydration during labor, sitting in the water, hydrotherapy. You can give water birth also, but we don't do water birth yet. We are making them sit there. It helps them a lot in relieving pain, and the labor process increases. This is meditation, acupressures, breathing, and walking. So this is, we say, I call it natural birthing bundle. Anywhere, anybody can use it. You all can use it in the hospitals. Only thing is, may coordinate with the doctors and say that we want to do this. And this is our own product. We have done it. These are studies. we do so much of research and it just stays there in the libraries. No, it's not for the library. It is to be put into the action. So this is what we do. This is why I am here. Prabha called me and I said, okay, I'll be happy to join you people. Okay, next please. Okay, this is my girls working in this thing. You can see the husband is there inside the labor room. Companion is always there, birth companion. This is immediately after birth, the baby is put to on the breast. Immediately, cord is cut later, after 3 minutes. As the baby is born, baby is just put on this helps in the skin to skin warmth, as well as the lactation is established, and minimum interference by doctors. Ours is a private hospital, so doctors are there, but you can, nurses can on their own, they can also, midwives can also. Next. This is again the similar things. These are the mothers going through the processes. Next. Okay, next. Okay. This is my clinic. I started this clinic somewhere in November 2019, and this is the mother sitting with me. Her family is there, and we discuss and teach them all those things that we were doing in the hospital. I do it in the clinic. In my home also, I have a clinic. I run the clinic in a clinic place. One doctor gave me the place. They say, how can somebody do it? Money matter is there. Mr. Vivek will help you in that. You need some money to start your clinic because you need a place and you need some equipment at least. So you need to shell out some money. But fortunately, one of the doctors asked me, you can use my clinic. I sit there 3 days, other 3 days you can sit. I am sitting there and I am conducting the clinic and charging them very minimum. I don't charge much. I don't feel like. So that's how we any nurse who is free can do it, can start her own clinic. Okay, next. Okay, this is Arancha. I told you Arancha is a Spanish doula. She was with me. She was in India. She said, can she come? I said, come for 1 week and spend. So I made her do 2 days workshop for women and for midwives in my clinic. And then she taught all those things. She met the nurses, and we had a plan to prepare even doula. Doulas are assistant to the midwives. They are not midwives, but they are assistant and they are very good. They can be with the mother, and they apply all these therapies that we are doing. So they are a support. And she was a lecturer, but she wanted to become a doula. She's doula. She will come again next year to me. Okay, next. Okay, so that is she, and this is in my own house. These are the pregnant women. At that time, they were pregnant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I had conducted a workshop for them here. Next. Okay, these were the mothers from our SWA, Natural Birthing Center, Choitram. Very happy, very confident, and feeling so the achievement, we could do it. Otherwise, when they are in pain, they say, oh, mera to cesarean kar do, mere se nahi ho sakta hai. But no, they were prepared and they did it. Some of them, they were even slightly high risk, and then also they could have their baby with their own efforts. Okay, next.
I think there is some noise coming, but
Not from me.
No, actually it is not from us. It's
Okay. Anyways, we have started our indoor birthing network also. Other birth, this lactation people, yoga therapist, and others. They all are members of our, and we do some workshops through these indoor birthing network. Okay, next. Okay. I have 10 mantras for midwives. I think we'll not go for that. Next. Now this girl, Sunita, with us, I'll give you an example that if you have an intention to work, you can show your talent or show your whatever is passion inside you anywhere you are. She became a CHO, and these days, community health officer, and she was posted in one of the small health center, Health and Wellness Center of the government. There she started her work. She said, I'll prepare them like I was. She worked with me for 2 years, and now she is there. She uses the ball. She uses all those things that she has learned, and she conducts all normal deliveries without any episiotomy, any problems. Even difficult cases are going to. She's become very popular, and this was the paper. They searched her, and it has come 2-3 times. She's there on the media. That हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर पर हफ्ते भर पहले हुई पोस्टिंग, दर्द और दवाई रहित प्रसव करा रही सुनीता. तो सुनीता has become very popular. What is she? She's only a BSc midwife who she had her training with us, worked for INSWA 2 years, and now she's in the government, and she's very vocal. बोलते हैं ना, vocal से local. She's doing that, and local say global. Yes. So not only speak, do it. She's doing it. Out of 3 of them, she's the only one who could do it. I have some more people who have really done wherever they are. They have taken the motive. Okay, next. This is our team from Hyderabad. This is Indy. She is a midwife. This is Dr. Evita Fernandez, who is Fernandez Hospital owner, and they have 3 hospitals, and she's very much for the midwifery. So she supports midwifery. They have midwifery-led care, and government has now recognized them as a center for that new NPM program which is coming. And this is Vijaya Krishnan. You must have heard about Vijaya Krishnan. She runs our. She was a physiotherapist. She became a midwife in US. She had a 3 years training and came back to India and started her own sanctum. So she promotes and she does normal deliveries as a midwife. Very popular. Her center is in Hyderabad. Okay, next. Okay, so you already told that I have started this Malik publication. How it came into being was IGNS that I was taking out, and now I'm still carrying it. And a book. My new book is coming. The name is Nursing Epiphanies. It has gone for printing. I have completed the work. It is stories. It's a small book, like this small book, similar. And this will be out, and I'll send one to Prabha. You people can give. This is stories of nurses, how nurses were inspired to become nurses. So some people have given. Yesterday I thought Prabha also has given me the story. I was asking her. No, she has not given me, but there are 11 of us. I just put my small story in that. Very short stories. And this is, so nurse entrepreneurship is possible. You can do it. I mean, I'm publishing it. You can I'll publish it for you. And I have started the birthing center, and I've started the clinic. You all can do that. We can start it from the hospitals, work there. Colleges can start. Prabha madam came with her team here to see, and I'm waiting, madam, that you are going to start the natural birthing center.
Yes, it will definitely come, ma'am.
Do it,
definitely.
मेरे बोलने से कुछ नहीं होगा, आपको करना है. I'll come and visit you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It will definitely come.
Okay. Thank you. Next.
Thank you, madam.
There is something.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes.
A midwife or a group of midwives can replicate this model working together. Midwife can involve doula to assist her in this clinic. I call my students, master students, come and help me in the clinic. They come sometime. So challenges are many, but your determination can change them into opportunity. I used it as an opportunity, and I could do it. And so I think you all can do it. Thank you.
Yes, madam. Thank you very much. And you have rightly said the determination is very important. Then only all these things can be possible. Now we are having Dr. Sabita Ram with us. She would like to address the gathering. So can I request Dr. Sabita Ram? Madam, you are there? Yes.
I'm
yeah.
Yes, Jyoti. Hello, can you hear me, Jyoti?
Yes, I can hear you, madam. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
To Prabha madam, Dr. Raman Yadav, and our very own Vice Chancellor sir, and all the eminent speakers. It was really a pleasure to have all of you on the panel lecturing to us on Atmanirbhar Bharat. And there was just 2 or 3 things which I thought I'll just put together. Is that local for vocal was very important. When we say local for vocal, we need to have the local infrastructure, all that we produce locally, and then we must advertise and we must make it vocal, that we advertise a particular procedure, like Madam emphasized on yoga. The other person emphasized on how we can save money and how we can build an infrastructure. So we have to start becoming very vocal about what we do locally, which we are not doing. What we do is we try to think of what the foreigners are doing and we pick up. And so well, the last speaker has put our yoga. Yoga is a local thing. It is an Indian thing. And if we start propagating it, I am sure the people all around the world who have picked up yoga would make it global. Today we are working only locally. So I think the world should now change to make in India, buy in India. We should stop producing, we should stop buying things from the outside market, and we should become vocal about bringing about our own things into the market. And if we start, who are the elite people of the community, the nurses, the doctors, the researchers, I'm sure the people around will become more aware of what is local, and we will make it local, make it vocal. Thank you so much. I think it was a very nice effort put up by Dr. Raman Yadav to have Disila Madam take up this topic, and I compliment them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Savita Madam, for your valuable advice on this regarding vocal to local. Now, I'll just like to share something. We were having a third speaker, that is Miss Manisha Krishnaswamy. She was called as Florence Nightingale of Tamil Nadu, and she has rescued over 160 homeless people. And she has made she's a founder of Jivitam Foundation, caring for abandon. The aim of her foundation is Zero Abandon Free Nation. But due to some emergency, she could not attain. She could not make it possible to attend this function and be a panel member. Just now we have got the information from her. So just to wish her all the best, you can go to her site on Jivitam Foundation, and you can more about her, how she has within a short period of her life, like after 2017, how she has made this NGO, and she has helped the homeless people. She has received various awards for the same also. So just to conclude, just to conclude, there are 5 things are important to build a self-reliant India. That is the intent, that is the interest you should have. Inclusion. So whatever it is your interest, you have to make sure that it is applied for many people. So it is applicable for the humanity, it is applicable for the larger population or the victimized population. So that inclusion should be there. Invest your energy, money, material, brain in that intent, in that interest and intent. Develop your infrastructure so that things will be possible, economy will be there. Now for infrastructure, you doesn't just require your cabin or your physical infrastructure, but your IT infrastructure. Nowadays you must have seen many people are working on online business are offering, so even that kind of infrastructure. And when we are doing all these things, you will get a different path, and that is an innovative path, so that you will able to achieve your intent and you will able to serve the humanity. So this is in short about the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So now what should we do? As a student, you must be thinking, what should I do? So as Madam Savita Ram has rightly said, that we have to we have to be vocal for local. So whether it is a kitchen item, whether it is a toiletry items, whether it is furniture items of the office, or anything you just see, which is whether it is made in India. Okay, whether it is an app, whether it is a phone, or whatever may be. So make sure that it is made in India, and empower yourself. Empower yourselves through the skills, through the knowledge, so that you will become more confident and you'll able to lead the world. You'll able to lead your own life, and you'll able to help others. become self-reliant, and you'll find that because of your empowerment, your education, it enables, motivate, competence, knowledge, all these things will support you for a good cause. So rather than thinking somebody will help me, help yourself. Ask for help whenever requires from the experts, from the governments, from the various schemes. We are having the MSCD department also. So last time we had some good lectures from them, which helps us for entrepreneurship and developing new businesses also, or think in that direction. Follow your passion, as we are having the passionate people like Madam Usha Ukande and that Manisha Ke, her passion to serving the humanity, passion to serving the midwife, passion to serving the helpless. Follow your passion with good intent and inclusion, and then you will find you never know when you have did it. That is when you have invented it. When many lives got livelihood and many got life. You smiled, felt contented, and again rose to serve the humanity. And then you find, yes, it's sky is the limit. Like how Madam Usha Upanda, there is no limit for her. She's going on, and she's the right example for it. So let us begin. Let us learn. Let us bring the competencies and make sure that it will be useful for the society. And then you will find you are on the right track of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So thank you very much, student. Now I'll call upon Miss Manisha Samant to give vote of thanks, and then we'll rise for the national anthem. Yes, Manisha. Hand over to Manisha.
Good afternoon to one and all gathered here on this wonderful day. I would like to present the vote of thanks. I would like to thank the respected Honorable Vice Chancellor of MGMIHS, Dr. Shashank Dalvi, for the address and the attending this function in his busy schedule. We will cultivate the advice you gave us in the real life. Thank you, sir. We take the golden opportunity to thank the respected Sir Registrar of MGMIHS, Dr. Rajesh Goyal, and Research Director, Dr. Sabita Ram, to conduct this panel discussion on the Atmanirbhar Bharat, being vocal for local, making India for the world. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I extend my gratitude to our principal of MGM New Bombay College of Nursing, Kamote, Dr. Prabhake Desilla, to encouraging us to achieve many endeavors and also be a force for motivation, not only in the curricular but also the curricular activity, co-curricular activity designed for the development of the students. Thank you, ma'am. I thank Dr. Raman Yadav sir for providing support and encouragement for planning and organizing the program and sharing and viewpoint of the MGM IHS IISc. Thank you, sir. Panelists, I thanks to panelists. In spite of busy schedule, in the short notice, they understand an importance of the panel discussion for the students and their role as a panel expert. I sincerely thanks Mr. Vivek Manchekar sir for the empowering nurses and giving and sharing their experience and guiding for the nurses for financial plan and for women, especially for the nurses. Thank you, sir. I express my gratitude towards Dr. Usha Khande, madam. You are always act as a lamp of light house in the world of nursing. Thank you, ma'am, for being and sharing your experience. I would like to thank the head of the all constitute unit of the MGM IHS, Dr. Mansi Thakur, School of Biomedical Science, Dr. Uttara Deshmukh, HOD of Prosthesis and Orthosis Department, Dr. Rajini Mulla, Director of College of Physiotherapy, Dr. Vanita Shinoy, Director of Dental College, for attending this session. Your presence has motivated us. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank the Associate Professor of MGM New Bombay College of Nursing, Dr. Jyoti Chaudhary, for moderating this session and giving wonderful message for the students. Be knowledgeable, be skillful, and the link for mass, identify your role for making in India. Thank you, ma'am. I sincerely thank all the teaching and non-teaching staff and technical members, Mr. Anil Khandare and Nitin Pawar, for IT support in its successful implementation. Also, I thanks that our teacher, Miss Deepali, for their IT support. Last but not least, I thank my fellow students and audience from MGM and from other institutions of attending this session enthusiastically. Without you, this function would not be a success. Once again, I thank and all heartfully. Thank you.
We are taking a photograph. Just keep your videos on. Nitin is taking a photograph. Everyone should keep their videos on. Participants also, all participants. Yes, Vivek sir. All participants. Students are saying that they are not having option. Yes, madam, we have taken it. Thank you, madam. Thank you, Manchekar sir. Thank you, Usha madam. Thank you, Raman sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Usha madam, for taking away your afternoon. Also, you have.
Thank you, sir.
Your mic is.
I said it is a pleasure to meet all of you. My
Yeah.
only aim is that it should not, whatever we have, it should not die with us. It should go and reach to
Yes,
people.
Yes, yes.
And our new generation should take it further. And
Yes, ma'am.
independent nurse practitioner thing, government is also recognizing it. We all need to, we want nurses to do that preventive part, which is most so important for them, but they are not doing it. I mean, to the full thing, they should do it. That is my
It will
thing.
come.
Thank you.
Your dreams will come true, ma'am. Your
Thank you.
dreams will come true. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Raman.
Thank you. Thank you, Jyoti ma'am.
Thank
Thank you, Prabha ma'am. Bye.